Okay, so perhaps just beginning by taking a moment to wiggle the toes or to make any shifts or changes in how we're sitting, to finding a posture that's comfortable. So if we are sitting in a chair, just ensuring that your feet are firmly planted on the ground. That your spine is straight, almost as if there's a golden thread coming out of the top of the head, just pulling the spine straight. But also at the same time, inviting the body to soften. Almost as if this body is just softening and draping around this straight spine. Sometimes we like to say sitting with a strong back and a soft front. So finding this posture that will reflect the energy that we'd like to bring to this practice this morning. Sitting in such a way to reflect our intention. Our intention to practice in community. Our intention to drop into stillness. And also just noting any personal intention that's specific just to you. And then maybe taking a moment to connect into our heart center. And our heartfelt wish to flourish. Heartfelt wish for well-being. Not only for our own well-being, but for the well-being of all those around us. And then turning our attention to the breath. So touching in with where it is that you can feel the breath moving. So again, if we can feel the breath rather than thinking about the breath. Noticing all the little ways and all the big ways that the body is moving around this breath. And again, it might be the subtle flare of the nostril, and the rise and the fall, the shoulders, the back, tummy. resting with this felt sense of this alive, breathing body. Touching in with the rhythm of the breath. Maybe just seeing if there's any small adjustments we might make to finding a soothing rhythm of breath. So again, a rhythm that's really going to soften the body. It's going to bring a sense of ease. Not trying to force anything at all. You may already be there, or you might like to just slightly lengthen and deepen the breath, if this feels okay. And then maybe, again, if it feels okay, just bringing in this gentle acknowledgement of each in-breath and out-breath. This neutral phrase, breathing in, breathing out. So we're just spending a few moments resting with this soothing rhythm and this phrase. And the mind will still move off. Thoughts will still come and thoughts will still go. We're not trying to block thoughts out. We're just noticing them, allowing them to carry on in the background. All the while in the foreground, we're resting with this light touch of attention on the soothing rhythm and the phrase. Then, when it feels okay, we can drop the phrase. Allowing the rhythm to come back to its natural state and just shifting the attention to the out breath. Again, staying connected to how it feels. How it feels to let go. To release with each out breath. So again, we're not thinking about it, we're feeling the letting go, the surrender with each exhalation. Noticing the shoulders dropping, maybe even noticing a sense of the body getting a little bit heavier as it surrenders to the support, the cushion, the chair, the earth. A little bit more each out breath. And then seeing if the mind can do the same. With each out breath, the mind releases thoughts. Let's go of stories, plans, ideas. And surrenders into the support of the body. So as this body is supported unconditionally by this earth, this mind is supported unconditionally by this body and all the sensations in the body. So really narrowing our focus now into what it is that we can feel. Maybe even starting with the hands and the feet. Noticing any tingling or pulsing or maybe a heat or a coolness. Broadening out, taking in points of contact. Feet on the floor, the bum on the seat. Hands in lap. Maybe some area of tension or an itch. What can you feel? Really allowing these sensations to hold the mind present. Maybe even noticing if there's some sensations we like more than others. Just being curious about that. Seeing if we can allow whatever it is that's here. And then shifting our attention out a bit to the space around the body. So we're broadening our attention out now. Getting a sense of the room. The light, the shadows. What you can smell. The sounds. And seeing if we can come to rest. Our attention broadened out, we're resting in this room, in this space, with this alive, breathing body. Nothing to do, and there's nowhere to go. We don't need to figure anything out. You don't need to answer any emails, have any conversations. We're just simply resting. When the mind does move off, as it always will, we just simply notice where it's gone to. With this kindness and this gentleness, just redirecting the attention back to the breath and this resting body in this moment. So again, the mind moves off. We notice where it's gone. And then with this kindness and this gentleness, just redirecting the attention back. So it's very much this dance of getting lost and coming back. Getting lost and coming back. And from this place of resting, I'm going to drop in a question for reflection. So just seeing if we can notice what bubbles up without trying to search for an answer. So just tuning into our present moment experience, just noticing, what am I actually experiencing right now? See if we can be as honest and realistic as possible. So noticing our thoughts, emotions, physical sensations. What am I experiencing right now? Just noticing. Noticing what you're feeling in the body, your thoughts, emotions. And then dropping in a second question of, what would I like to be experiencing now? So again, just allowing any answers to arise naturally in your mind. You don't need to think about this or analyze it. What would I like to be experiencing right now? And then dropping in this third question of, if there's a difference between what I'm experiencing right now and what I'd like to be experiencing, what I'd like to be experiencing, how do I feel about this? If there's a difference between the two, can I allow that just as it is? Can I soften around any sensations, emotions? Can I bring in a bit of kindness? So leaning into it with a gentleness and a kindness. And then dropping these questions and just resting with the breath. Moving back into that dance of getting lost and coming back, of noticing and coming back. So I'm going to read a poem now called We Are of a Tribe by Alberto Rios. We plant seeds in the ground and dreams in the sky, hoping that someday the roots of one will meet the upstretched limbs of the other. It has not happened yet. We share the sky, all of us, the whole world. Together, we are a tribe of eyes that look upward, even as we stand on uncertain ground. The earth beneath us moves quiet and wild, its boundaries shifting, its muscles wavering. The dream of sky is indifferent to all this, impervious to borders, fences, reservations. The sky is our common home, the place we all live. There we are in the world together. The dream of sky requires no passport. Blue will not be fenced. Blue will not be a crime. Look up. Stay a while. Let your breathing slow. Know that you will always have a home here. We are all of a tribe. So as we're coming towards the end of this practice, just once again touching in with our intention to come together in community. And maybe just setting a new intention as well as we leave this practice, to notice, to touch in throughout the day, what is it that we're experiencing right now? Maybe noticing if there's a gap between what we're experiencing and what we'd like to be experiencing, and seeing if we can be kind to ourselves and gentle with ourselves and hold ourselves gently. And hold all those around us gently as well. The knowledge that we're all doing the best that we can. And sharing the benefits of this practice, of this community. Dedicating the benefits to our own well-being, but also dedicating the benefits to all those who are still moving about the world, working on the front lines. dedicating the benefits to anyone who we know is struggling, who's ill, who's alone. And sending out the benefits and this kind touch even further. To all sentient beings all around the world.